Hey there folks, and welcome back to Space Engineers. There has been an update and we're going to take a look at what they've done. The main thing that they've done is they've added mining. See? Space Jackhammer. And it can jackhammer things. Apparently jackhammers them too well. Didn't mean to do that much damage. And as a result, we need to fix our craft, because I was going to do something with it. There we go. Let's throw a couple more of these pieces on here. Oh, and as you can see, there are rotational guides, which is very helpful, because before it was kind of hard to determine which key to press to rotate something correctly. So let us, oh, get rid of that. Let us go to this piece right here. Before it was kind of hit or miss which button you pressed to rotate it correctly, but now with the rotational guide we just see you can press delete. Ta-da! There we go. Just like magic, except it's not. And we're gonna slap a big old mining drill on the side of this thing. Love that rotational guide. And we'll fly on in here. So, mining. What about it? Let's take a look. Let's go over where our other mining craft are. In fact, I could use my designated mining craft, but I need to do some work to it because it's not quite as maneuverable as I'd like. So, now the mine drill works. So if I press 3, it says switch weapon type to drill. So yes, the drill is technically a weapon. You can destroy ships and refined materials with it. It takes a little bit longer to destroy something like this, but it'll do it eventually. However, if we go to our designated mining craft, which is a small ship type, let's see what it does. Oh, nom 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 nom. Yes, it makes much quicker work of this. Nom nom, eat. Oh, I'm hungry. Ah, I'm sorry. This is this is just so satisfying. Yum yum yum. Okay, that's enough of destroying my own craft. Let's take a look at what you can do to asteroids and whatnot. And as I suspected, these are different types of ores. So if we just mine this, what's that? Well, isn't that cool? I'm not going to go in there and mine, but we can just eat away at this rock, and as you see, it actually does affect the way that the asteroid is shaped. So if you wanted to, I suppose you could probably dig caverns and all sorts of crazy things with this. In fact, I think I broke into that cavern. You could build bases inside of asteroids and all sorts of things. It opens up a whole new bunch of possibilities. But let's get out of this craft and I'll show you. The cool thing about this particular drill is that, go away, there we go, sorry about that. Now if we go in here, we press K, we've collected 681 stone, or, well, that's how many, or that's how the volume of the stone, I should say, and the mass is around 1.8 or 1,800 kilograms, or kilos if you're European, which actually quite a few of you are that watch this. Anyhow, that's just stone right there. We have some different type of rock right here. And if you do run too hard into an asteroid with your drill, it will break off. So that's why you see me being kind of careful. I don't want to make myself look like a complete fool by destroying my craft. So we can get out and, whoops, not what I wanted to do. Let's take a look. And we have some magnesium ore, and yes, you can carry all this stuff, which is kind of cool. So we have magnesium and stone. There are all sorts of different ores scattered around these asteroids. Just need to look for them. So, looks like there's another type of ore on that asteroid, but... Ooh. from what I can see, you can't actually mine this yet. It's like a gas or it turns into a gas or something, because yeah, as you can see, nothing's flying off, and even with the jackhammer you can't mine anything, which is kind of a disappointment. It might be added later in the game, but most of these things you can. So if we go to this, we can mine this. And I'll show you the jackhammer a little bit. Let's see, I think this is iron or nickel. Let me just take a look. Nickel ore. So that's pretty cool. And next I'm going to show you something pretty cool that you can do with stations, and I think that's the whole point for stations in the first place, is mining. And I'll show you how stations can be useful for mining. Let's just make our way to this ore over here. I wonder if it's uranium ore, because I know that we need uranium to power the nuclear reactors. It looks kind of funny colored. You know, green and brown. Anyhow, let's get out. And let's take a look. Where should we put our station? I think this will be fine right here. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. New station. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it to the asteroid. Don't need it to be yellow. Yeah, there we go. There we go, and it's thoroughly deep inside there, so it won't float away. And what we're going to do... Actually, let's do this a bit closer. So we are going to put a gravity generator on here. Because as you saw before, the bits of rock were floating off into space. And that's no good. What we want to do is we want all the rocks to go in that direction. And go against the ground. And in fact, we're going to put a floodlight on there. And go to the control panel over here. Lighting. Oh, can't turn that on apparently. Oh, yeah, we can. There we go. And we'll turn our jetpack off. And there we go. Oh, crap. Did not think that through. Okay, so maybe there we go. So we'll take out our jackhammer and we'll start jackhammering. And instead of all the pieces flying off into space, we'll just pool around where we're jackhammering. And there's even a cool little jackhammering sound effect. And this looks like it's iron. So we'll pick up some iron, because why not? So that's one way you can use the stations. Oop. Also, you could probably put the gravity generator on the other side and build a big, like, catching pan for all of the stuff, and all the stuff that you mine will go right into it. But maybe if you wanted to do that, you could. Let's see if we can find any more ores that are floating around here. It looks like there's a lot of asteroids that are regular stone. I'm going to assume that's probably regular stone. What about this guy? Got something dark over here. Let's take a look. And we'll equip our drill. And let's go. Let's take a look and see what this is. Uranium ore. Funny thing about that, I actually used to work at a uranium mine. Anyhow, Look at me doing my job. No, so I guess the dark black stuff is going to be uranium, which is cool because you're going to need that to power your ships. So that's probably going to be like coal is in Minecraft, where you got to get that first. Well, that and iron and whatever else you need to build ships. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So far, nothing else works in the game. You can't use refineries, you can't use the ore detectors, which I'm assuming the ore detector will probably, if you have it on, it'll tell you what kind of ore it is, or perhaps it'll tell you if there's ore deeper inside the asteroids, which is another thing you could check, is maybe deeper inside asteroids there are ore veins, and they might not all be at the surface. So that's the update that they've done, and I'll keep you guys posted when stuff happens. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.